Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for video clips, a follow-up to the magic of marketing. Today, we're going to be talking about some fantastic content ideas, some pro tips, and then we're going to show you exactly how our friend Joe was able to share out that incredible clip right from the palm of his hand. I'm going to be your host today, Thomas. I'm the lead customer success trainer here at Rechat, but I'm also an agent and I'm excited to bring some ideas your way today. I'm excited to hopefully inspire you to think outside of the box. And I hope that you walk away from this with some energy, some excitement, and some fresh ideas. I'm also joined by my incredible colleague, Kayla. She will be dropping some answers into the chat down below at the bottom of your screen if you do have any questions, as well as Miles and Paula. Huge shout out to both of you for joining. And then, like I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about our friend Joe Burns with Coldwell Banker Lifestyles. We talked about him last week and the success that he found in his video clips. Later today, we will be talking about Melinda Moore and her newsletter success, as well as Mariam Gates with her incredible open house success. So I hope that you can join us for those sessions as well. And let's go ahead and just talk about Joe's story as a quick refresher. He was able to turn a chicken salad recipe into a $1.5 million deal after going through the traditional marketing methods that an agent might normally use in their business practice. And in order to get fresh eyes on the property, he decided to host a broker's open. He was making his famous chicken salad with a secret ingredient, and he did a video just showing his ingredients on the table, shared that out to his colleagues, said, "Join me for this incredible Brokers Open." He got feedback and was then able to get that property under contract.
Happy Friday, my friends. This is Chef Joe. And today, if you stop by 973 Route 11 in Sunapee between 12 and 1:30, I'm going to be making you up some of the tastiest chicken salad you've ever had. And I'm going to put together an unbelievable side dish. And I'd love to see you today. In fact, if you come between 12 and 1:30 to 973 Route 11 in Sunapee, I'll give you my secret ingredient to the chicken salad. Hope to see you there.
I don't know about you, but I want that secret ingredient to that chicken salad. Now, last week we talked about some fantastic content ideas and what he did. And I do just want to go through a couple of really cool ideas before we dive into Rechat on mobile to show you exactly how he created that video clip using Rechat. You might be wondering, what content do I put together? How do I go about engaging my audience? So we've put together some really cool ideas that we've seen members use and have success with. One of those might be a neighborhood tour. Maybe you don't have a listing at the very moment. Well, you can do neighborhood tours, share those out on social media, tag nearby businesses, and give tours of nearby amenities, parks, shops, even schools, and help potential buyers visualize their life in that area. That's going to be fresh content that doesn't have to be tied to a listing, and you can do it anytime, even if you're just out and about running errands for the day. Take a few minutes, record a clip, share it out on social. You'll be amazed at some of the feedback you get. How about a day in the life vignette? What if you do want to show off a property or a neighborhood that you're in? You can totally do that. Think of it as a reality TV show almost. Show off some of those amazing behind the scenes, a day in the life vignettes. Home buying and selling tips. Everyone is always curious exactly what it's like when you're buying or selling a home. And while that might be slightly shifting right now to some extent, there's so many questions that anybody that has never sold a home, perhaps. Maybe they were a first-time home buyer, but now they're a first-time home seller, and they don't know what to expect on that side of it. You'd be amazed, and don't overthink it. Ultimately, some of the most simple tidbits of information that we know as agents might seem kind of cloudy or unclear to a potential buyer or seller that happens to be on your social media channel or page. And that can be anything from buying or selling to financing and even home maintenance. The next thing that you might think about is behind the scenes. I know that one of the coolest videos that we ever did, myself and a colleague, was a behind the scenes of what it's like to prepare a contract. And obviously, we blurred out some of the private information, but people thought it was really cool to be able to witness what an agent has to do in order to prepare an offer for a property. Or even think about preparing for an open house or the behind the scenes of getting a house ready. Everybody thinks you just show up and the house is perfect and you just take pictures and off you go. And that's so often not the case. As agents, we are many times moving things, or we are, making the house smell fresh and clean by doing something, right? Show off those tips and tricks, show off the behind the scenes. People love a day in the life, which is why reality TV is so big. So show some of that behind the scenes. How-to guides and instructional videos. Again, this can be anything from home maintenance to gardening to staging to DIY projects. Over the weekend, I changed out my smoke detectors. I had to rewire the smoke detectors from the ceiling because the harness was not the same because they're interconnected. Somebody might have hired an electrician for that. What a prime opportunity for video content. Talk about, hey, this house is 10 years old. These smoke detectors are 10 years old. It's time to change them out. And here's what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. It can be such a short, simple video, but again, fresh content that somebody might go, oh, I totally forgot about that. And maybe they comment, engage, reshare it. You'd be amazed at how quickly that content can catch fire. No pun intended, but it worked. And then last, but certainly not least on this page, is community events. If you're out and about at an event, or if you're involved in some kind of charity or some kind of initiative, take a moment to stop and recognize that. That's an amazing opportunity to share some incredible content. Maybe it's a pups and cups coffee thing with your dogs. Well, there you go. You share out that content, fellow dog lovers will latch onto that. And again, you are producing content without actually having to do anything other than document your daily life. I don't know about you, but that secret recipe invitation idea was brilliant. So similar to the chicken salad idea, share your prep of a special dish or something for an upcoming open house and only reveal that ingredient to the attendees. That's a great way to get people to come out, and they're going to remember that. A local business feature can also go such a long way. We stop at our local coffee maker, coffee shop right up the street, and we get bags of beans. And while we don't get the crafted coffees there, they always have an incredible selection of beans, and I would like to feature them. Well, one day I'm going to record a video of myself walking into that store, picking up that bag of beans, checking out with an amazing experience, tag the business. Those followers will see your page, your followers will see their page, and it's mutually beneficial. And then guess the price games. If you really want to boost your engagement, think about guess the price games, right? So I love seeing these and participating in them across any different kind of product. As real estate agents, we naturally have access to real estate. And it does not have to necessarily be a property in your market. It could be a property in a different state across the country, even across the ocean. But guess the price games. It's going to be a fun way to showcase a property. It's going to be a fun way to get people to be commenting and sharing and liking and engaging with your content. And then once you've gotten enough kind of drummed up excitement about how much this thing costs, reveal the price. You can even do a follow up video to that, and it would have people coming back to your page to see exactly what they want to know the price of. Now, I'm going to give you a fun little piece of homework before we dive into Rechat's video clips feature on my phone. And that's going to be tagging Rechat HQ on Instagram or tagging Rechat on Facebook and LinkedIn for any video content or social posts that you are creating. We would love to see those. And who knows? We may even reshare your video, casting an even larger audience. So let's go ahead and go live and talk about exactly how you are going to be using Rechat and the incredible video clips feature to create some of that incredible content. So I'm going to share my phone screen, and we're going to be working off of an iPhone 15 Pro Max. And what's nice about this is that all of your iOS devices out there have this video clips feature, and it's kind of hidden. So from your today page in the lower right corner of your screen, I can tap on that plus icon and I get a shortcut to a lot of different things. Things like video clip, open house registration page, deal, business card, email, calendar, and contact. So that's one way that you can access your video clips feature. The other way is jumping over to your marketing center at the bottom of your screen and tapping the record button in the lower right corner of your screen. That's going to be the little black circle with the bullseye in it. And when I do that, it's going to open up your video camera. Now, if you haven't already used clips, you may be required to allow Rechat access to your camera and microphone. You definitely want to tap allow to give us those permissions so that we can access that video, okay, or that camera. There are a couple of buttons on your video clips screen that I want to walk through. The first one is this little flippy guy right down here. That's going to be where you can tap to flip the camera back and forth, okay? That's great for if you're out at a community event. That's great for if you're doing a property tour. You can take people around. So you just tap that and you can flip your camera back and forth. The next thing that I'm going to bring your attention to is not the big red record button right here, but it's actually going to be your stickers and your music in the right-hand side of your screen. The stickers are going to have 5 categories, and these are a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and explore each category of sticker so that you can see exactly how you can use your stickers. The first category, which is indicated by the capital A, lowercase a, those are completely customizable. And what's great is that no matter what sticker I choose, I can customize what it says. So if instead of life of a realtor, I want this to say open house, or maybe I want this to say pups and cups for a coffee event hosted at a park, I can go ahead and do that. Of course, any sticker you can also resize. So I can make it larger, I can make it smaller. I can even shrink it down and angle it if I wanted to. Okay. That's your first category. And of course, there are a few different ones as well as date and time stamps. The next thing is going to be your brand stickers and highlight stickers. What's amazing about these is that you get access to your brokerage logos without even having to upload them manually. You can do that if you want to, and we'll go ahead and cover that later on in the session. But you can also access your highlight stickers. So Rechat has curated a ton of fun stickers, things like hot offer, open house, fun little diamonds and houses, flora, frames, arrows, lines, all sorts of good things. And so as you go through, you can just drop one of those in and put it on the video wherever you want. Okay. The next category are emojis because everybody loves emojis. So, of course, we had to include those. Any emoji that you can get from your phone, you can, of course, get right through the video clips feature. The fourth option over, highlighted by that little greenhouse, is going to be your listing stickers. If you are featuring a listing, you can go ahead and select a listing, and by default, it will open up into your deals. But of course, you can tap over into your MLS listings. This is going to let you search any listing in your local MLS. So if I wanted to search for something, I could either type in a property address or an MLS ID if I knew it, or it'll automatically include all of your listings from the MLS along with their key information. So I'm going to grab 4433 Bay Road. And what's great is that Rechat will build those property stickers with the beds, the baths, the address, the price, the square footage. And I can easily grab that sticker and again, toss it over anywhere on the video that I want. Okay. And the last thing as it relates to stickers is because you are the star of this show, even if your face isn't, right? So let's say I don't want to be on camera right now. Maybe I'm a little camera shy. Maybe I just don't look that great. I could tap the camera, turn that around, and then I can always include my contact information. Your contact information stickers are going to be pulling directly from your connected MLS. Now, what's great about that is that it will include, of course, your name, but it'll also pull in your phone number and your email address. So I can use any one of those stickers, drop my information in, and now I have used 4 of the 5 categories of stickers. Now, at the bottom of my screen, I can see right down here, like if I, right down there, I recorded one section of a video already. So I can go ahead and start recording by tapping on that big red circle that's like right there, okay? And that is going to continue recording clips. And as you can see at the bottom of my screen, as I record those, they are piling up on each other. So if you're like me and you aren't that great at continuous recording, or you don't want to see your phone going like this as you're walking up and down the steps of a property, you can record separate clips and flip the camera back and forth, take people on different tours. And as you do that, at the bottom of my screen, you'll see that they just continue stacking. Now, over on the right-hand side, right over here, there's one called music. That music is going to be curated music that is rights paid for, you can use, and we've sourced these and they're absolutely beautiful. You can tap to preview it. You can even control how loud or how quiet you want that playing in the background. So if I tap done, it's overlaid some music. So let's go ahead and tap play. The video wherever you want. So I can go ahead and start recording by tapping on to continue recording. See at the bottom of my screen camera. So now I have that video set up. And what's great about all of this is that I can control a master sticker. So at the bottom of my screen, right behind or right where it says Rechat in the black circle, there's one that says stickers, mute, or delete. So let's say that I messed up. I can tap on one of those clips and delete just that one clip. And now I've just saved myself the hassle of looking like a fool on social media. Now, once I'm done, I tap done in the upper right corner, and now I just tap save. Save is right up here in the upper right corner of my screen. that's going to go ahead and take that video, save it, and now I can do with that video whatever I want to. And in this case, it's also going to upload that video to my brand assets. What does that mean? That means I can take this video and from my desktop experience in an email marketing piece, I can drop the video building block over and I can include this video that I've just created right in an email marketing piece, whether that be an email newsletter, a property email, or even a thank you note, right? Super cool, super fun, super easy. Now, at the bottom of my screen, I can see that I can text that, I can email it, share it to Instagram, save it to my gallery, or Facebook, TikTok, and more. Something that I like to do personally is save that to my gallery. And again, you might have to give some permission. So I'm going to go ahead and tap allow. It just saved it to my photo library, but of course I can tap to text this out. I would choose whoever I want this to go to. So if I grab someone and I can just go ahead and tap send, I've just texted that video out and I can continue doing that, right? Continue choosing those recipients. And again, it's just super easy to go in and tap and share that out. I can also email that out. And when I do, it'll just attach that MP4 file right to that email. I can tap Instagram and there it will allow me to post
So
it
I can go
right to
ahead and
Instagram
start
by way of a
recording by
story, a
tapping on
reel,
C at the
or I
bottom
can
of my
even post that to a direct message. And then, of course, I can tap to share that out to anybody that I want. I can choose any other social platform of my choosing. I can do whatever with it I want, right? So that is how Joe was able to take video clips and create a $1.5 million sale. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick moment to show you exactly where you can use that video clip in a marketing piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up Rechat. And what's nice is that when I jump into my marketing and I go into, say, a newsletter template or a property template, when I do that, I take the building blocks, I drop the video over, and you can, of course, always choose an online video from YouTube or Vimeo. But if we go to your gallery, here's that video clip that I created 2 minutes ago. I just go ahead and tap select. That's going to drop that directly into my email marketing. And I didn't have to download it. I didn't have to email it to myself. I didn't have to do any of that. It just allows me to drop that right in there. So there's that pops and cups. It creates that little reel. I can, of course, shrink that down if I want to. I can change the background color. I can, have a lot of fun with it. Maybe I want to include a headline. So I say, check out pups and cups in the park, right? And maybe I want to center that. I can totally do that. It's a fun little video, and then I continue building my content. So that has been exactly how Joe found success using video clips. If you do take anything from this and share it out on any of your social platforms, definitely be sure that you tag Rechat HQ on Instagram and Rechat on Facebook and LinkedIn. We would love to see the content that you build and put together. If you do have any questions, feel free to drop those into the chat down at the bottom of your screen or email us at support@rechat.com. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us for the magic of marketing, video clips, content ideas, and pro tips. Have an incredible day, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye, everyone.